The Ebony Blade is a unique ebony katana from the Elder Scrolls series. It's appeared in Arena, Daggerfall, Oblivion, Skyrim, and even the Elder Scrolls Online. It's consistently held the Absorb Health effect and is always tied to the Daedric Prince Mafala, the Web Spinner, and one of the 3 reclamations of the Dunmer. In Skyrim, to obtain this weapon, you need to wait until you've reached level 20. Head to Whiterun and into the Bannered Mare and ask the innkeeper Hulda for new rumors. If Hulda has died, Isolde will be in her stead. Eventually, she'll mention how Jarl Bolgruf is having problems with his children.
Been hearing some strange tales of the Jarl's children. Say the one's turning wicked, and the others have an ill-favored look to them. Best to keep clear.
Now you need to speak to the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, or in the Blue Palace if you sided with the Stormcloaks during the Civil War questline. He'll ask you to talk to his son, who has some interesting tidbits of information to share with you.
He was always a quiet lad, but lately, something has changed. He's become brooding, violent. He won't say a word to me, but I don't know how I upset him. If you could speak to him, draw out the truth, I would be immensely grateful.
Welcome guest.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job. The only grown-ups who talk to me are the kind I don't want talking to me. So, the disgusting pig sent you to bother me. One day, I'll tear his face apart so he can leave me alone. My father doesn't know anything about me, but I know about him and about the war, more than he might think. I know that he still worships Talos, that he hates the Thalmor almost as much as the Stormcloaks do, that he worries about being chased from Whiterun, that I don't have the same mother as my brother and sister. The castle is old, lots of places nobody's been in a long while, places where you can overhear things, see things, and the Whispering Lady. She won't tell me her name. I've gotten good at listening to keyholes. At the door in the basement, I hear her talking to me. I thought I was caught, but she started telling me even more secrets. But I can't open the door. In the basement. Trust me, you'll see it. I bet she'll talk to you too. Until next time.
Talk to this mysterious Whispering Lady.
I've been waiting for someone more fit to carry out my will. The child is spirited but lacks agency. The boy is good at sussing out secrets, but the corruptibility of children is ultimately too limited for my purposes. You, though, I expect will prove far more malleable. You may think so, but in the end, you mortals will always flit like fire with the winds of your desires and conveniences. And those winds issue from my whispers. First, you must open this door. A piece of my power has been locked away behind it, and even my eyes cannot see past the seals. I'd much rather it be in the hands of an ambitious and talented person, such as yourself. The whole of Whiterun is ripe with paranoia and tensions. The Jarl's court is right to fear the power I hold behind this door. The Jarl trusts few, and they will be his undoing. The Dark Child knows of what I speak. Let him guide your path.
Then head back to the Jarl's son.
You. Kinda nice being in on a secret, isn't it? I told you, I know everything about the castle. For some reason, that door is special. Only 2 people can open it. Balgruf and Farengar, the court wizard. How you get it from them is up to you. Nobody would notice if Farengar went missing, I promise you. Until next time.
Now the game spawns 2 copies of this key for you on both Balgruf the Greater and Farengar. There is absolutely no dialogue about the key, so you need to pickpocket the key from one of them, or just kill Farengar, take it from his corpse. Enter the locked room, and the Ebony Blade is simply sitting on a dusty table with a book. Leafing through this journal-like book, you'll discover it couldn't be destroyed, even in the powerful fires of the Skyforge. This is also why you cannot improve the sword at a grindstone.
Excellent work. Now, I trust you're sharp enough to see that the sword doesn't match the description of the Ebony Blade you may know. It has languished too long outside the winds of alliance and betrayal. To return to its past glory, it must first drink the blood of deceit. Your world is admirably seeped in lies and inclinations. My blade is a darling leech that feeds on deceptions and nourishes its master. Seek out those closest to you. The final pluck of their misguided heartstrings will accompany my blade in a song of your grandeur.
The message Mephala gives you is telling you to kill your allies, friends, and loved ones with her weapon for it to be fully charged, more powerful, and entirely deadly. The absorb health only takes 4 points per hit, but never needs recharged. For every 2 friends murdered in Mephala's name, the absorb health effect increases by 4 additional points. After 10 people are betrayed by the blade, the absorb health will take a whopping 30 points from your enemies per hit. So who to kill? Commonly, friends you make early in the game are weak enough to be ravaged. The kind of folks that say, the Riverwood Trader.
A septum is all I ask. Is that so?
Sure,
So are beggars. Simply give them a coin, and their disposition raises enough to be an effective target of the blade. But who else can we kill other than, entire cities, towns, and villages of people?
The blood of deceit is a nourishing flow.
Here's what I like to do. I head to Solitude. You need to chat with Atar, the city's headsman, and take his quest to kill the bandit leader in Broken Ore Grotto.
You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve. I may have accidentally let a prisoner escape, the leader of one of those bandit groups. I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down and make sure he doesn't show up to disprove that. Good. I'll have a sack of coin waiting for you when you get back.
Us, we're very alike. So why not take the next
Now,
step?
before you leave,
We can
talk to
help each
Jari
other.
Ra, the Argonian in the
Persistent
city,
age
and accept
find
his
treasure
quest.
hunters. We like to collect things.
This involves you snuffing out the local lighthouse flames,
Yes,
crashing
if
the
someone
Ice Runner
would
ship.
Put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot. Don't worry.
When you get to the ship for your share of the spoils, you discover by his sister Dija that you've been duped and you need to fight your way out. She is your first victim. Now head to the grotto, where the Argonian is hiding out, and kill both him and the bandit. With Jari Ra dead, you're up 2 victims and 1 charge. Note, this doesn't work with the unofficial patch if you have it installed. It removes the friendly tags from these 2 Argonian.
Excellent work, giant.
That's a load off my mind. Here's your pay.
Now turn the quest into the headsman. I recruit him and head over to the Sacculum of Boethia for this Daedric Prince's quest.
If you desire a glimpse of our darkness, then this is what you must do. First, prove your tongue can wield a lie. Find someone, gain his trust, lead him to the shrine above. Next, instruct your thrall to touch the pillar of sacrifice. Its magic will ensnare him, rendering him helpless. Then, girded with certitude, plant the ceremonial blade deeply, so that the waters of his heart will flow. If your will is strong enough, it will stir Boethia in her dark mansion, and she will appear before you.
You need to sacrifice someone who trusts you to gain her favor. Sound familiar? Should. You don't even need to use that sacrificial blade handed to you. Use the Ebony Blade on Atar. Now we have 3 victims.
Will do. Will do. No, not possible.
Wearing flesh is so distasteful.
And the cult leader can be the 4th charge, but in this video she died before I can make it to her. Markarth is our next stop. At the stables, agreed to deliver spiced beef to the caretakers in the castle for banning.
Don't fall.
I have to work, or Anton will rip
Don't
my
mind the
hair.
dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner. Oh, thank you. The dogs were getting restless. Here, this is for you. Until next time.
Next, go to the store Arnleif & Sons.
This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to the Forsworn attacks. A specially made Bella statuette. You aren't for hire, are you? A sellsword? I'll pay you if you can recover that statuette from the Forsworn.
The owner, Lisbeth, has a quest for you to retrieve a Dibella statue from the Forsworn. This location is entirely radiant, but get to hacking and slashing. Next we talk to the priest of Archay, Varulus. This begins another Daedric quest called The Taste of Death. The quest for the Daedric Prince
We've
Nimir.
discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Archay will reward you. Take my key and be careful.
I feel the hunger inside of you, gnawing at you. You see the dead, and your mouth grows wet. Your stomach growls.
It's inside Reachcliff Cave. But the dead have stirred from their slumber recently, and I was forced here. Meet me there. We'll fight our way to...
With a pact between you and Iola, return to the priest, and then go to Reachwater to help Iola clear out the Draugr.
We have bigger plans ahead.
You've returned. What happened in the...
She has one final task for you, to lure that priest back in as a dinner guest.
Tell him you need Arcay's help exploring an old cavern for treasure. And when he stands in Amira's presence, she will take care of the rest.
Who are you? What's going on?
Priest of Arcay, I'm your friend.
You're my... friend?
Yes, I'm your friend, and I've invited you to dinner.
I've been invited to dinner. I'm so hungry.
Why don't you lay down and rest while we get the meal ready?
This part is simple. Iola will want you to make the first cut. The priest is the fourth victim. The weapon is charged further. You also gain the useful Ring of Namira and Iola as a strong follower, if you want to keep her alive. Taking a minute to take out the other din...
I hear you have quite the appetite.
The meal is on Namira's table. Go ahead, carve.
Excellent work, child.
Go ahead, have the first bite.
Mortal, I am Namira, the Lady of Decay. Your consumption of the blood and bile of Arcay's own is pleasing to me. I give you my ring. Wear it, and when you feast on the flesh of the dead, I will grant you my power. Wallow in your wretchedness, my newest champion.
Right, you're the sellsword.
Take a minute to talk to the other dinner guests and find some familiar faces among the crowd.
Shame what happened to him.
You guessed it. Kill them all.
Yes,
Banning,
the
Lisbeth,
courier.
and Iola
I
are
guess
all
you
the
know my
next three you
secret
need to slay.
ingredient for that spice
These are
you
charges
use now.
5, 6, and 7, making the sword more powerful.
I knew this feast was going to be something.
I don't think there's a need for that.
I can feel their heartbreak swelling in my blade.
Enjoy your last breath.
In a sense of role-playing, the next victims are the most appropriate.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying.
Make your way to Windhelm and to the Arantino house and speak to the boy.
Sacrament? Trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
He sends you far south to Riften with one target, Greylod the Kind, a cold-hearted woman who runs the orphanage. Kill her however you deem best.
This is why you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of age and get thrown into that...
It's Gorilla!
Until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Always be here until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world.
Why are they hurting each other?
Now, what do you all say?
Gorilla the Kind.
Return to the boy, turn in the quest, head to any other city, or just any bed that's not in Windhelm, and sleep.
murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be heartbroken.
What did you do? It was a minor
The
mistake.
mages don't let us go under cover.
I've already corrected.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
You're now starting the Dark Brotherhood's questline. However, instead of killing the kidnapped, kill Astrid, the 8th victim.
Sleep well. The anticipation.
This also starts the quest, Destroy the Dark Brotherhood.
Where'd you come from? Damn it, no more!
Their tears shine the ebony to a sharpest gleam.
What do you need? You did what? By the gods, you're serious. You'd better report this to Commander Marrow right away. He's at the Penutus Oculatus outpost, up in Dragon Bridge. Until next time.
Citizen? Yes? The leader of the Dark Brotherhood? You mean Astrid? Dead? And this is no jest? Ha! This is a stroke of good fortune. Long have I watched the Dark Brotherhood's movement, waiting for the time to strike. That time is now. My agents have recently acquired the passphrase to their sanctuary. It is, "Silence, my brother. Every assassin in that hole must be put down." You, my friend, you've slain their leader. This honor should be yours. Do this, and you will be rewarded most handsomely.
Now head to the Folkreath Hold, and with a password to their mystical door, enter and slay the 6 remaining members. These are easy victims for you, and more than enough to finish charging the blade.
Found you. Victory is yours. I submit. I'll be back.
Ha! Found you. That's your best? No more.
The blood of deceit is a nourishing flow.
Over here!
Mercy! What was that?
However, if you wish to spare these assassins, then you need to prepare future
The moment
targets.
You're dead is but a discreet knife thrust away. Well, well, aren't we the overachiever? 3 possibilities, 3 victims. Must have been one of them, right? So why take chances? Indeed. For you, my friend, seem to understand what's...
Narfian Iverstead can be given a piece of gold, or his quest can be completed.
Clouds now, dear Rada. You've made
Narfi's so happy. Narfi now waits for his sister until she comes home. At least Narfi has Rada's necklace. Reminds Narfi of his sister. Thank you for giving this to Narfi.
Batilde in the mining and port town of Dawnstar can be sold raw iron ore.
I'll buy everything you've dug up.
And next, near the Brotherhood's sanctuary, is Half Moon Mill. Sell chopped firewood to Hurt. As you progress through the Brotherhood's questline, Nazir will dish out some side contracts. Narfi and Batilde are two of them. Hurt's vampire husband Hearn is a target, and just kill her while you're at it.
Their tears shine the ebony to a sharpest gleam.
This house might have been used for Daedra worship.
Also in Markarth is a Vigilant of Stendar. He starts yet another Daedra quest to the House of Horrors.
Get out of my head, Daedra.
You will kill, or you will die.
I can't die here.
When Molag Bol creates a situation where only one of you can survive, just kill the Vigilant. He's a good candidate for the Ebony Blade.
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal, further down.
There are so many more victims you can choose from I haven't mentioned already. Cicero, Amen Mortier, your horse you buy, or a dog you pick up on the road, Madnock, Sadia. The ones I mentioned and walk you through, they're just my usual victims. Looking at the statistics, the Ebony Blade's base damage is 11, lower than an Iron Greatsword at 15. However, its speed is the key for the damage per second. Even with stronger greatswords, like a Daedric Greatsword, I found myself never needing to heal while slicing through my enemies. Fully charged, the Ebony Blade is one of the best and most unique weapons in the game. It can keep you in the fight longer than any other weapon. It never needs recharged, and that's a bonus from any custom-made weapons, and frankly, nearly every other weapon in the game. Some notes, however: if the weapon is confiscated for any reason, the charge is reset, so you need to go back to killing your beloved friends. Another note: Dwemer automatons are unaffected by absorb health, period, making this a poor choice for Dwemer ruins. I hope you learned something new about a favorite game, rekindled an interest in playing, and overall enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.
The Dark Mistress? She sent you? Oh, wait. Molag Bol's altar? Of course. I have to get to Markarth at once. Cut me loose. Oh, freedom. Now get out of my way. I have a task to attend to.